All right, that works. 1 day to expiration. You can buy anytime you want. Had to Google it. 0 days to expiration. Yeah, that is a strategy called 0 days to expiration. Yeah, but I have no idea what it is. BBWI. 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 Okay, what about BBWI? Now, somebody asked me to explain. Okay, you buy stocks that have dividends. Okay, at least 100. 100 shares equals 1 contract. 200 shares, 200 contracts. 500 shares, 5 contracts, so on and so forth. Now, what we do is we buy the stocks at a certain price, whatever that price is, and then we sell a call option that is closest to it. It's a lot easier if you just sit, hang out, and watch. We're going to be here till about 11:30. That way you can watch. What about Dogecoin? Okay, what about it, Scott? I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now. I have a wait a minute. What does it go? I have. Yeah, I know who it is. I'm just trying to figure out what the jingle goes like. I have a structured settlement, but I need cash now. I forget how it goes. Go to bed, Grandpa. Wow, that's not nice at all. Have you seen anything on Duco? I have no idea who Duco is. I have seen it going through the roof lately. I have no idea what Duco is going through the roof. IA Doge, GNA hit 1. Okay, lovely. We don't do anything with cryptocurrency here. Nothing at all. And you keep bringing up cryptocurrency. You'll be the first one to be voided out tonight. We haven't had any voids lately. I think I voided only one person yesterday.
And that was me.
All right, so we're done with this. We're done with all the introductions and whatnot. We only have 3 to look at. Okay, I only got 3 to look at. So let's take a look at it. Maybe I'll call it an easy night. What? Oh, Andrew, NWBO. I can tell you no right off the top, but I'll take a look at it just to entertain you. NWBO. Now, I've been doing this long enough, Mr. Andrew, that I know that's not a stock that's on the list. What's on the top of your computer screen? What, this thing right here? That hides my account numbers. What do you think of Pfizer? Well, let's take a look at Pfizer. Pfizer and Variety and Visa. Pfizer, PFE. Okay, so for you guys that are just throwing out stock symbols, all right, I go through the stock market and I isolate the top stocks. Do you know what a condor is? Yes, I do, but I don't do that here. All right, Go Sox. If you want to do that, you're in the private group, so I can actually discuss it with you in the private group, but not here, because here I only share one strategy. Okay, it's just buy a decent stock, sell a call option against it, collect a premium, move on to the next company. Now, for those of you new here, I only look at about 150 companies, okay, and then I just rotate them over and over and over again. Okay, what is? No, that's what that is. Oh, okay, so I take a look at 150 different companies. There's over 9. You know what? Let's do this. Let's keep it simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. There you go, Go Sox. That makes it simple. All right, let's go. For the fun of it, we'll go through the exercise. Finviz. Here we go. Now, those are for the people that are new here. 200 people here. Wow, interesting. So let's go through the whole experience, and then we'll go from there. All right, right here. This is called Fin. No, it ain't. There it is. Get rid of that. Okay, this is Finviz. Finviz.com, financialvisualizations.com. And they have a cute little thing right here called the screener. The screener. We're going to click on that. And what that's going to do, it's going to tell us, oh, I have 100,000. I don't know where to put it into a CD or money market, need access to the money for college. All right, sit, chill, because what we do here, safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. 1% per week on 100,000 is about $1,000 a week. Hi, do you need a video editor? Yes, I do. Squirrel, yeah, draft, that's funny. Okay, here we go. FinViz, financialvisualization.com. There's 9,497 stocks that you can choose from. Okay, and it starts from number one, which is Allegiant Technologies, Alcoa, Axis, First Public, all the way down 9,000. 9,000 stocks you can choose from. You can pick any one of those 9,000. All right, now we only do dividend stocks. First thing I want to do is I want to come up to here to the dividend yield, and I want to click on that, and I want a dividend of at least 2% or higher. Lo and behold, now we're down to 3,282. Okay, only 3,282 companies that have dividends that have a yield of 2% or more. Okay, fine. Let's go a little bit more. We do weekly options. Way over here, you have the options. So if I click on options, now I'm at 1,959. Okay, I want to get smaller and smaller. I only look at me personally about 150. All right. Okay, Boomer YOLO trial. Okay, TLRY, then Moon EZ. Okay, I've heard of Moon.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so from there, we're down to 1,959. Now, I don't want to be the only one on the dance floor, so I want options of it. I mean, I want trading at least 300,000 shares per day, because the more shares you have trading per day, the closer the spread is, the buy and the ask, so you get a better deal. Now, Botox, about time you here, show up, yoo-hoo, because now I'm down to 1,101. Okay, that's a lot different than 9,000. TLRY has no dividends. Thanks, Draft. Okay, you guys got to understand, the stocks got to have dividends. Have to have dividends, and they have to increase at least 20 years or more. Then they have to have weekly options. So with those, see, those parameters, okay, dividends, options, okay, then you do decrease from 9,000 down to 150. So out of those 150, Facebook went off. Facebook went offline. Do we really care about Facebook? I really don't care. All right, home screen. There we go. Oh. So as I was saying, while this is going on, didn't I turn off? What is this? Okay, I'm about to say no to Facebook because they just don't want to cooperate. It's like I've had Facebook long enough. Why they? What do you think about premium? Oh, Permian Resources. I've never heard of them, Clay. You have to give me the stock symbol. You know, there's over 9,000 stocks. Like, am I supposed to know this one off the top of my head? All right, PR. All right, Clay, I'll take a look at PR. PR. Okay, so we only got about 10 of them so far. So we'll take a quick look. All right, so as I was saying, only looking at dividend stocks that have increased for at least 20 years. Okay, absolute worst case scenario, I want to make sure the dividends are higher and higher and higher every year. Okay, so if the dividends are awkward or the dividends are not always there, then I don't want to do it. All right, 20 years of increased dividends, and then weekly options. All right, let's go. Where was I? Right there. All right. So let's take a look at the first one on the list tonight, and that is Altria, which is MO. We're going to take a look. Clay, we are going to look at it in a bit, but right now we're going in order that they were brought up. And the first one on the list today is MO. That's Altria. First thing I want to do is once I take those 150 stocks that I like, I put them into the calendar. I know people get mad when I steal their kitchen utensils, but it's a whisk, and oh, wow. I gotta stop falling for those things, man. All right, Clay, we're taking a look at Altria. Has its dividend, the EX date, on the 22nd. Okay, Not tomorrow, okay, but a week from tomorrow. Where do you get the dividend calendar? Well, this one here is with Thinkorswim. Okay, that's through Charles Schwab. So if you have Charles Schwab, you can get Thinkorswim with Charles Schwab. Dude stuff, please stop saying stuff about cryptocurrency. We don't do cryptocurrency here. Okay, not something I like to tolerate because it's just a waste of my time. Is there one in Fidelity? You'd have to ask Fidelity. I really don't know. All right, so Altria. Dividend next week, 98 cents. Let's take a look at the numbers. Okay, Altria, the last trade was 44.28. We can buy it tomorrow morning. Why did the stock market dump today? Dude, I just got here. I don't sit in front of the computer all day. I really don't. Okay, if you ever watch any of my videos say specifically, hey, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk. Brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. I sit in front of my computer about 15, 20 minutes. That's about it. Did you load your list in the stock in the calendar? I do. Okay. Is UPS a buy? All right, Chip, we'll take a look at UPS. Okay. We're looking at Altria at the moment, MO. Now, Altria is a dividend king. For those of you who don't know what a dividend king is, that's 50 years, 5 decades of increased dividends consistently, 1 year after another, higher and higher and higher and higher dividends. PPI came in a lot higher than expected. Not as many rate cuts coming. Okay. Jerry, Tesla, no. No, that's it, and that's all. No to Tesla. Okay, retail sales as well. All right, Mike. For some strange reason, no, I don't pay attention to any of those stuff. Rate cuts, I don't pay attention to that either. I really don't. You know, the only thing I pay attention to is, do they have consistent dividend increases? Okay, that's the thing I pay attention to. Dividend increases consistently. All right. That and weekly options. Time to sub only. I have no idea what that means. You guys got to make sense with what you guys are saying. It won't happen this year. All right, Fox, I have no idea. Starbucks, S-Bucks, we'll take a look at it. S-B-U-X. Some of these I know off the top of my head. All right, so a lot of stuff I don't pay attention to. I really don't. You know, my main concern is it had to be simple. Okay, the strategy was created for my 9-year-old daughter. Okay, my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. So it was 5 criteria. It had to be simple, it had to be safe, it had to be predictable, and it had to be consistent, and no way she could possibly lose. 5 things that had to meet. Yeah, so that's why I went down. All right, we don't do Bitcoin here. Please stop it. All right. All right, let's take a look at the numbers for Altria. A year ago today, Altria was at 46.72. The high was the beginning of May, and that was 48.10. From there, she stair steps way down. 47.98. Let's call it 48. 48 down to 44, down to 43, down to 43, down to 41, and then finally hits bottom the end of October at 39.08. Okay, the last 90 days. Okay, 90 days ago today, we opened up at 40.45. Now, we have our 90-day bottom, which happened on the 4th of March. That was just recently. Now, that was 39.25. What's your opinion on Under Armour and the next decade? They're not over 20. They don't have 20 years of increased dividends. Hey, I'm thousands of people who said this, but how do I begin? This is a rookie. No experience. Okay, just sit, chill, watch everything that's happening. Okay, you can always DM me with more information that you need. You got 38 Altria. Yeah, if you got Altria at 38, look where we are now. 30-day bottom right here. A 30-day high right up here. If you're still holding it, I can't help you out. Because look at this. All this space right here. That's profit taking waiting to happen. Okay, nobody ever went broke taking profits. Okay, and it's not a profit until you take it. What stocks are long-term paying dividends? Well, those will be the dividend kings. Time to turn off the chat. Yeah, I know. I'm getting so distracted. Or called empty space. Dude, no, that's not empty space. Okay, bottom's here, 38. Top's here, 44. Okay, if you bought it somewhere along here and you do not sell it somewhere in here, that's your own damn fault, because it ain't a profit until you take it. Okay, John Boeing, no, it's not on the list. How long do you normally hold an option? Me? My options all expire on Friday. Okay, I sell them on Monday and they expire on Friday. Then Monday I sell some more and they expire on Monday. What stock are we talking about? Altria. Okay, Altria is a definite no for me. Okay, because it's at the 90-day high and the 30-day high. Okay, I'm turning off the comments because you guys are just asking way too much, and I got to get, show you how it works. All right. If you do it weekly, why are dividends important? All right, dude, awesome question. The only reason dividends are important because stocks only move for two reasons only: an unknown reason or a known reason. Reasons that we know about: stock splits, dividends, earnings, calendar. What do I mean by calendar? Seasonal events, Christmas, New Year's, schools out, schools in, stuff like that. Okay, what do I mean by that? That's a seasonality. Weight Watchers goes up the first week of the year. Why do you think that is? Think about it. Hershey's goes up the first week in February. Why do you think that is? Apple goes up in the first part of the fourth quarter. Certain stocks move predictably depending on the year. That's a known reason. You can actually schedule buying and selling. It's called seasonality. Let's take a quick look at what seasonality actually looks like. This is 10 years worth of data. Let's get this out of the way. 10 years worth of data on Altria. The blue line represents this year. Okay, this red line represents 10 years worth of data. That's 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, all the way up to 2023. Okay, you pile it up on top of each other and you look for an average movement. Okay, what is the average movement predictably every single year? This is what it does. Basically goes sideways, a little bit up. It usually tops out in April and slowly comes down, and the bottom's usually in October. Okay, then from the bottom of October, up, down, and then back up again. Okay, by looking at seasonality, it can give you an idea of what the stock normally does. Now, what does Altria do? Well, they do something that you can predict using a calendar. Now, one that you can't do that with would be APL, which is Apple. Okay, look at Apple. It goes up, pulls back, up a little bit, pull back, up a little bit, pull back, up. But basically, from the beginning of the year to the end of the year, consistently for the last 10 years, from January 1st to December 31st, up, down, but it ends up higher at the end of the year. That's historical patterns. Okay, so there's known reasons and unknown reasons. What is an unknown reason? Well, you wake up one morning, all of a sudden you find you're in a lawsuit. Or you find out that the Exxon Valdez washed up on the shores of Alaska. Or British Petroleum sprung a leak in the middle of the Gulf of Mexico. Or there was an earthquake and the Sony factory imploded. Unknown reasons you can't do anything about. You can only react to them. The only thing we can do with known reasons is plan for them. And I have found for all my years of trading that earnings, yeah, a lot of people like earnings, but I've seen positive earnings where the stocks go down. I've seen negative earnings where the stocks go up. So there's no real rhyme or reason to earnings, and there's no pattern there. But with dividends and stock splits, you can, you can predict what happens, because almost every time before a dividend is paid out, the stock has a tendency to go up. Why is that? Because people like dividends. All right. It's almost like a guaranteed income. You buy the stock and they share the profits with you. So I only want to look at companies that have dividends. So why are dividends important to me? Dividends are important because the stock moves up just before the EX date. So if I have 150 stocks, I throw it into the calendar, you have 4 quarters. You have 4 quarters. Yeah, you have 4 quarters. Okay, the first quarter, January, February, March. Second quarter, April, May, June. Third quarter, July, August, September. Fourth quarter, October, November, December. Okay, 150 stocks in a 1 quarter, 3-month period, 90 days, 66 trading days, 13 weeks. So within a 13-week period, you have 150 stocks. That's more than 10 per week. Okay, if I can't find 1 or 2 decent companies out of 10, then I'm looking in the wrong place. What do I look at? I look at the Dividend Kings. 55 companies that have increased their dividends for 5 decades or more. Dividend Aristocrats. 67 companies that have increased for more than 25 years consistently. Okay, the Dividend Champions. 147 companies that have increased for more than 25 years consecutively. That's over 100. That's almost 200 stocks right there that have increased for more than 25 years. I lowered down to about 20 years, so I can add a little bit more in there. Now, all those stocks don't have weekly options, so I cut them off the list. And I only use, out of all those 225, the ones that have weekly options, and that's only 150. I still get 10 stocks to look at. I'll give you a quick little example. We'll take a look at, I'm trying to figure out which one I'm in. All right, anyway. I got to sign in again. I got booted. That's funny. Oh, no, wrong one. Damn it. Shit. I can do that over again. Oh, well. Not giving me the right list. All right, anyway, here's the calendar right here. Like, you know most of these companies. All right, hold on. I got to sign into this again. CINF, Cincinnati Financial, Key Bank, Dover, Baxter, Bank of America, McDonald's, Pepsi, General Motors, MTB, eBay, VFC, KFC, which is Heinz Ketchup, Kimberly-Clark, Lanconia, Occidental Petroleum, Coca-Cola, Leggett & Platt, Macy's, 3M, Devon, AIG. I can go on and on and on. There's like 150 companies. Okay, if I can't find 2 decent companies per week, I have issues. Okay, so yeah, I have a list, and then I actually have a bunch of lists. Let's try this one more time. Sorry, it's getting a little distracting. I got booted off. And we're off to the races. All right, so that's where we are. Next on the list. So I'm saying no to Altria for this week. And the reason being is right there. Okay? Now, I invest specifically for safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Okay, I buy it on a Monday. I look for my 1% using the option premium. Really don't look at the dividend, but the dividend I use as a precursor or as a fail-safe or plan B. So if the stock goes down, I get higher and higher dividends to get, make sure my money keeps growing every week or every year, whatever. But get this right. The bottom is here on the 4th at 38. We're up here at 44. Okay, that's a nice run up. Okay, if you don't take your profits, you're definitely in the wrong place. I particularly do not look for stock appreciation because it's inconsistent. Okay, I look for that safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. 1% per week is over 50% per year. And if 50% a year is not good enough for you, and if you're looking to hit a home run, you're definitely in the wrong place. Okay, I have no desire whatsoever to sit in front of a computer all day, 10 minutes or less. Hi, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. It means I sit in front of the computer for 10 minutes a day, 10 to 15 minutes. That's it in the morning. Take a look, balance out my account, see what's happening. Great, fine, dandy. Do I sit in front of it all the morning? No, I do not. Okay, it's simple. I got a list of stocks, 150 of them, Every year I go through them to make sure they're still worthy of being on the list. If they're not, I take them off. If someone suggests something, I'll take a good look at it. If it is worthy to go on my list, I will. And then it no longer becomes a question of, do I buy the stock or do I not buy the stock? If it's up for a dividend, I always buy it. It's always up for consideration. But the numbers have to work. What do I mean by the numbers have to work? Well, let me give you a quick idea. What do I mean by that? Okay, the last trade for Altria, 44.28. I could buy it right now tomorrow morning at 44.50. Looking at the wrong one. That's for tomorrow. I don't want that one. I want this one for next week. Okay, the 44.50. The 44.50 right here, strike price 44.50 is going for 28 cents. 28 cents is not 1%. So no, I don't want it. But here's the thing. Okay? The dividend is next week. Okay? Altria right there on the 22nd. It's 98 cents. So I can add that 98 cents to the premium of 28 cents. So 98 and 28 is 126. Okay, that's $1.26 per share. Okay, that's like two. Oh, let's open up the calculator. $1.26 divided by the purchase price of 44.5, and that's going to equal a grand total of 2.8%. Okay, that's the dividend and the premium combined together, because the stock price. Move that stupid thing out of the way. Okay, the last trade of today was 44.28. The bid 44.32. The ask 44.50. So if I want to buy it first thing tomorrow morning, 44.50, right? The 44.50 call strike. That means I buy it tomorrow morning at $44.50. I can sell somebody the right to buy it from me for the exact same price I paid for it, $44.50. And they pay me a premium consideration. Okay, they pay me 28 cents per share. Now, normally I wouldn't do it, but here's a chance you're going to take. Okay, Monday. I keep getting this wrong. Why is that? Okay, tomorrow's the 15th. If I buy it tomorrow at 44.50, I will have until the 22nd for it to expire at 44.50 or above. Now, if it goes above 44.50, let's say it goes to 45 or 46, somebody could buy it one of these days, and they would collect the premium. I mean, they would collect the dividend. Okay, so that's a chance you're going to take. Now, Gosox experienced that this week. He bought something, he sold the option, somebody bought it for him, and someone else is collecting his dividend. So that's one of those things you got to think about, because it's not given 1%. Now, is that dividend guaranteed? It's only guaranteed for whoever owns it. Okay, so as soon as you sell the option for someone to buy it from you, or as soon as I sell the option for someone to buy it from me, okay, I no longer have any control over those stocks. Somebody else does. Okay, I just collected that premium. That premium has got to be 1% or more for it to be worth it to me. All right, so that's that one. That's the one. Here we go. That's what I want to look at. All right. That was Altria, and I say no to Altria. Next one on the list was Walmart. WMT. WMT. Wally World. Now, Walmart doesn't have a dividend this month. WMT. Walmart had its dividend today. EX date was today. So if you wanted to get a dividend from Walmart, you had to have bought it today, yesterday, or the day before. Okay? On or before the EX date. And the EX date was today. So let's see. If someone bought Walmart this morning, WMT, into the big chart. There we go. Ooh. All right. So Walmart 61. They must have done a split because the 60 is going for 128. You're losing a buck right off the top. All right. 61 at this moment in time. They don't have a 61. They have a 61.70. So let's go to the 60. So $1.28. You're losing a buck right off the top. So you're only collecting 28 cents. And I'm going to say no. The reason why I'm saying no is look at this. Okay? The bottom of the year, 52 weeks ago, today. Yeah, no, I don't buy it at an all-time high because there's no guarantee it's going to go higher. Okay? There's only one high of the year. And that's where we are now. Right? So I'm saying no to Walmart. BBWI. I've never heard of BBWI. BBWI. Bed Bath & Beyond Body Works. Bath & Body Works Incorporated. They don't have a dividend this month. Do they even have a dividend at all? They do. That was in February, week number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, week number 8. No, that's week number 9. Week number 8. Okay, BBWI is week number 8. It's only 20 cents. So we're not going to look at this one again for at least another 10 weeks. Okay, there's 13 weeks and a quarter. Okay, this one was last month. So we're not going to see this again until May. Okay, we won't see BBWI until May. That's a no. NWBO. NWBO. Who came up with that one? January? Nope. February? Nope. March? Nope. That's a no. Pfizer. I like Pfizer. PFE. Okay. No. No. Yeah. Pfizer. Week number 4. Okay. I lose a lot of positions on EX dates, so I get my 1%, but miss the dividend. Well, buddy, you got to remember, that's the whole purpose for this. We're not aiming for the dividend. We're aiming for that 1%. Okay, the dividend is kind of like a perk, cherry on top of your sundae. You know, if you get it, great. If you don't, like the prize at the bottom of the Cracker Jack box. You know, sometimes it's there, sometimes it's not. But PFE, which is Pfizer, is in the 4th week of the quarter. Okay, we're in week number 11. Okay, week number 11, 12, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 weeks away. Okay, so we're not going to be looking at Pfizer for another 4 weeks. Visa. I think Visa going to have the same issue with Visa. Visa is in week number 5, 6. Week number 6. Okay, so that's a no also. Moon, M-O-O-N. Not in January. Not in February. Not in March. Moon has no dividends. PR. PR was Tuesday. PR was Tuesday. Yeah, PR is another no. Look at that. Okay. 1 year bottom way back here. 1 year high today. Yeah, no. Okay, it's like if you don't take profit, that's your own thing. Okay, if you're buying for capital appreciation, you're in the wrong place. Okay, we're not here for capital. All right, I'm not here for capital appreciation. I'm here for safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. I don't care how I get it, capital appreciation, dividend, premium. Really don't care. One of those three. And it's all about the numbers. Which one comes first is the one I take. I say thank you very much, and I move on to the next company. Got 150 stocks within a 66-day trading time frame, 13 weeks. So 150 stocks in 13 weeks, it's like 10 a week. Okay, so I buy one this week, grab my 1%, great. Move on to the next week, grab another one else. It's just that simple. Okay, the strategy had to be simple. It had to be safe, predictable, consistent, and no possible win to lose. Okay, if you do it right, simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way you can lose. If you sell for less than when you paid for it, that's not on me. Okay, the reason why I do stocks that consistently increase their dividends for 20 years or more because they have historical performance behind them. A lot of the companies I invest in are over 100 years old. They've seen a lot of crap, and they continue to increase their dividends. I'm going to turn the comments back on because I know these last two aren't on the list for this week, but I'll look at them anyway. Okay, UPS. I think that was a couple of weeks ago. UPS. On March, here it is in April. In February. Okay, that's week number 8. No, week number 7. So we're not going to see this again for another 5 or 6 weeks. Okay, last one, Starbucks. Starbux. S-Bucks. Okay, that is in week number 5. Okay, yeah, Starbucks is week number 5. Sorry. How about utilities? Well, my utilities are on. The electricity's on. So when you say utilities, you have to give me a stock symbol. CMA went down after 71-cent dividend. Yeah, they usually do. Can you give us an example on something you're trading now that works in your system you're explaining? Okay. How do you feel about AMP? AMP and ED. AMP, ED. All right, you have an erectile dysfunction. You're talking to the wrong person. DKS. All right, one time. DKS. All right, so you want to see something that I'm actually working on that's actually working. Okay. All right, Comcast, JWN, Kohl's, and WBA. All right. AWN. That's what I was thinking of today. AWN. All right, now I have JWN at 1726. Okay, 1726. That's when I bought JWN. I don't even know the date. But anyway, I got JWN at 1726. Kroger, KR. I know that's not this week. KR. That's on Warren Buffett's list. AVA. Hold on while I give this example. All right. James, which of your books cover the math for the 10-minute trading method? Okay, believe it or not, NVIDIA is a no. Trying to understand covered calls, looking at Apple, and it said I had an unlimited loss potential. Okay, Randall, we'll take a look at Apple in a little bit, and I'll explain, so just hang out a little bit. APL, because I actually have Apple. ODFL. Scott, no. I mean, I'll look at it, but I already know it's a no. ODFL. Okay, now the reason why I know it's no, because I've been doing this for so long, I know the 150 companies I look at. Okay, NVIDIA, I know it's not on the list because it doesn't have 2 decades, 20 years of increased dividends. ARR, yeah, that's on the list. ARR, SMAR. All right, enough with the questions. Hold on while I explain this with one I'm actually doing at the moment. Okay, so somebody wanted to see how it's working on at the moment with what I'm doing. Okay, JWN, which is Nordstrom. Okay, Nordstrom, the 11th, which was Monday. Okay, now I bought Nordstrom on the 4th. Okay, now Nordstrom has a whopping 19-cent dividend. Alrighty, that's over 1%. DJYEA. I don't know if you're saying yay or that's a stock symbol. Alright, 186, Randall, that would be if you're uncovered, don't hold. Okay, alright, anyway, let's get back to what we're looking at. Alright, Alicia, no. T2, no. Alright, so let's get back to, I'm going to stop this. You guys keep distracting me. Because, you know, I'm not 100% honest with you guys. I have ADD. You keep asking me questions, you can just keep stopping, and I got to keep stopping and read it. Okay, if you want me to continue, you got to stop with the freaking questions. Okay, because I do. I have ADD, like a shiny object. I see something moving, I have to look at it. So they keep scrolling the questions. All right, so JWN Monday. Okay, I bought last week. Okay, JWN. All right, so where is it? All right, I got 200 shares at 1881, 1,000 shares at 1695. My average price is 1726. Okay, I sold the 16 and a halves, and I sold the 17 and a halves. Okay, so let's go take a look at the numbers. Okay, JWN a year ago, 1720. The high for JWN was the end of July, and that was 2353. The bottom was 90 days ago, 1279. Okay, the 90-day period. Okay, first I want to look at the 1 year period, January to December. Then I want to look at the 9 months. Then I want to look at the 30 days. Then I want to look at the seasonality. Okay, 4 charts I want to look at, and it takes me not even 2 seconds. Because this is what I'm looking for. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Okay? High, low, where was it? Where is it? Okay? 1 year chart. High, low, where was it? Where is it? That's all I want to see. Because I'm not buying it at the top. And if it's at the bottom, I'm curious is when it's going to turn and go back up. That's the only thing I want to see at the bottom. Okay? Because if you're on a ladder reaching up, that's not very bright. Okay? If you're at the bottom, okay, you're digging a hole, fucking stop digging. Okay, you're going down, stop digging, that's it. Okay, so that's 90 days. Okay, that's what it looks like. 90-day bottom, 90-day top. Now I want to look at the last 30 days because I want to see if there's any type of pattern that I can see. The 14th, right there. Okay, so 30 days ago today it opened up at 1962. We had a double top at 2190. Now from there down a little bit, then you dumped, found its bottom, 1686. Okay, now we had 3 up days, and then this happened. Okay, now last week was here, right? That's when I first bought it. Okay, she dropped, and then I bought here. Okay. Now we're at 1760. Now I told you my average price was 1726. So my average price is 1726. You know, I bought up here, then I bought down here. Right. I bought what day was that? Hold on a second. I find out exactly what day that was. The 6th and the 11th. The 6th and the 11th, right? The 6th, up here, I bought up here, and then I bought down here, okay? I didn't know it was going to drop. It just dropped, so okay, fine. So I doubled down on Monday, okay? Now, I sold, like I said, the 16 and a halves and the 17 and a halves. So at this moment in time, it's at 1760. Okay, the 1750 is going for 47 cents. Okay, I'm losing 11 cents right off the top. Okay, if I was going to buy this tomorrow, well, yeah, if I was going to buy this tomorrow, all right, and I sell the option for someone to buy it from me at 17.50. See, right now, 17.60 is the last price. I could buy it at 17.61. The 17.50 right there is going for 47 cents. Now, if I'm buying it for 17.61 and I'm selling it for 17.50, I'm I'm losing 11 cents right off the top. So you take 11 cents off your premium. Your premium's 47. You take 11 cents off. That's 36. So we're going to take 36, and then we're going to divide it by the purchase price, 17.50. Why 17.50 instead of 17.61? Well, I've already took off that 10 cents because I'm losing that 10 cents. Okay, so 17.50. Okay, what does that equal? 2.05. That's 2%. That's as long as the stock stays above 17.50 come next Friday. So if I buy it tomorrow morning, I sell someone the rights to buy it from me at 17.50 between tomorrow and next Friday, I get that 2% right up front. Okay, so it's instantaneous. So if I buy it at 9.31 and I sell somebody the option to buy it from me at 17.50, I get that 47 cents per share. I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but clear this out here, 47 cents per share. You have to buy it in 100 share increments. 100 shares equals one contract. So 100 shares is 47 bucks. Okay, 1,000 shares is 470 bucks. Okay, so let's figure this out. If I'm going to do the 17.50s, let's get this out of here. Okay, this is what it looks like. Buy 10 covered, it's a covered call, JWN 100s. Those are the weeklies. Okay, 22 March 24. That's next Friday. 17.5 call JWN. That's a 17.50 call JWN. Okay, limit order to open to open. What does that mean? Well, you got to open a trade and then you have to close a trade. Now you're doing two trades at once. You're buying the stock and you're selling the covered and you're selling the call option to open to open. Okay, now what's my maximum profit? Maximum profit 480. Okay, maximum loss 17,120. What does that mean? Well, if the stock drops down to zero, then you lose the money. But here's the thing. Rule number one for investing in my house, this is what I taught my daughter when she was 9. Never, ever, ever buy a stock you do not want to hold for the long term. If you think there's a chance for Nordstrom's to go bankrupt between tomorrow morning when I buy it and Friday afternoon next week, don't buy it. Don't ever buy something you do not plan to hold for a long period of time. So, number one, they have to have increased dividends for more than 20 years. Nordstrom doesn't have that. It's close. They increase consistently. Is that a gamble I want to take? Well, I want to go take a look at Yahoo Finance. Now, you can get your data stream wherever you want. I get my data stream from Yahoo Finance because I've been using it for years, and I find it easy to navigate because I know where everything is. AWN. Gotta give it a minute to load. Okay, there it is. JWN Nordstrom 1760. Okay, I can go over the statistics. Oh, nope. Or summary. Here we go. Summary. Okay, here's the summary. Okay, previous close 1799, volume 3.3 million, average volume 4.6, market cap 2.8 billion, the beta 2.6, earnings dates May 29th and June 3rd, forward dividend 76 cents, 1 year target, that's a nice one, 1-year target 1779. The PE ratio 23.7. Blah blah blah. All this kind of nice, neat, fun stuff. Okay, I want to look at historical data. Okay, historical data, historical prices. Come on. Dividends only. Then I want to look at maximum dividends. Okay, then I want to follow the prices. Now, they did cut the prices in 2020 from 37 cents down to 19. Now, other than that, they've been paying dividends consistently since 1991. 2 cents, but they're not increasing consistently year after year. They're increasing, but not year after year, not like a dividend king or a dividend aristocrat. Okay, but they are going up, and they're at 19 cents at the moment. Am I okay with that? Well, 19 cents is 1% of the purchase price, so I'm kind of okay with that. Okay, now Nordstrom wasn't initially on my list. It came up between someone else. Someone else suggested it, and the numbers look good. Okay, and then Nordstrom's. Nordstrom's been around for over 100 years, so I have no problem with it. Okay, so here's the trade right here. Buy 10 covered, okay, which is 1,000 shares, okay, 1,000 shares of Nordstrom, and I sell 10 contract. The profit is $380. What it's costing me is $17,120. So I get my calculator out again, clear that. $380 divided by my purchase price, $17,120. And that gives me a grand total of 2.2% for the week. Okay, so you wanted to see one in action. That's it. Okay, I actually have this trade going at the moment. So tomorrow at 3:30, I will log in and see where my options are. Okay, at 3:30, I will take a look at the numbers, decide whether I want to let them go or whether I want to buy back the option. Okay, usually I just let them go and I can be back into cash on Monday. Okay, that being said, I hope that satisfies your curiosity of seeing what I'm actually doing. Okay, that's one. I have Comcast, Kohl's, and Walgreens this week in this particular account. Now I have 5 different accounts, but I only share 2 of them with you guys. All right, so just understand that I have 5 accounts and I only share 2. Okay, so I have a lot of different trading strategies, but this is the only one I share for free. Okay, let's get back to what we were doing. Okay, AMP is the next one on the list. AMP. First thing I want to do is the calendar. Okay, it doesn't have it this month. Okay, nothing there. Okay, no to AMP. ED, erectile dysfunction. Consolidated Edison. Now, for those of you who didn't know, Consolidated Edison has been in business for over 200 years. 200 years, and they still pay dividends. Just not this month. Month of February, which is week 5, 6, 7, week 7. Okay, we're in week 11. We're not going to see week 7 again for, wait a minute, week 11, 12, 13, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 more weeks. So we won't look at this one for another 9 weeks. Let's go back to, where are we? March. No to Consolidated Edison. DKS. Was that Dick's Sporting Goods? DKS. Dick's Sporting Goods. I was right. Shit, I've been doing this too long. All right, look at this. Dickies right here. The 27th. It's not this week. It's not next week. It's the week after. Perfect opportunity for us to look at. We got 2 weeks until the EX date. What does that mean? Well, we got 2 weeks to hit our 1% goal. Okay? Do we hit the 1% goal this week? Well, actually, Monday. Or do we hit it the week after? Okay? Do we hit it the week of the 18th? Okay? Not this week, because this week's just about done. Okay? Do we do it for next week? Do we hit our 1% that week? Or do we hit our 1% this week? And do the numbers even work? Let me show you and see if the numbers work for Dickies. Okay. I don't want to lose my pen. First thing I want to do, now we saw the calendar. We know where it is on the We know where it is. We know it's kind of backwards because the screen's here, and it's like, there it is. No, it's right over here. Okay, so it's not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, the 27th. Okay, so we're going to put very first thing I want to see, EAS. Are you ready? Now, look at the chart. Okay, now look at the chart, and then tell me how long it takes you to see the high, the low, where was it, where is it, okay? High, low, where was it a year ago, where is it now? Now, it should take you only a couple of seconds, okay? High, low, where was it, where is it? It's a definite no. It is, look at it. What do you think's going to happen tomorrow? It goes from 187 all the way up to 216. Where do you honestly think it's going to go tomorrow? Really? Look at all that profit taken, profit potential. Okay? If I bought it anywhere within the last 30 days and it's up here now, it's my own damn fault if I don't take that profit. Because nobody ever went broke taking profits. Could it go higher? Yes, it could. But bears make money, bulls make money, and pigs get slaughtered. If you don't take your profit when it's there in front of you, hey, I don't know what to tell you. So that's Dickies. For me, it's a definite no because there's profit waiting to be taken. And if I jump in it tomorrow, it's going to be taken from me. So no to me. Kroger. Now, I'm pretty sure Kroger's not even on the list. No, Kroger is on the list, okay? But not for this week, I don't think. No, not for this month. Kroger was February 14th. That is week number 7, week number 7. Okay, we won't see this one again for another 6 or 7 weeks. Okay, so that's no to Kroger. Well, it's not no to Kroger, it's just not right now. Okay, because I like Kroger, and I did buy Kroger this year. For those of you not familiar, and those of you that are new here, let's do this real quick. Okay, the 10-minute trader. That's my website, which you can find up here. Yeah, up here in the bio, okay? Right up here, right up there in the bio. Yeah, right? Go to my bio. Okay, it'll take you right to the 10minutetrader.com. Okay, here's the 10minutetrader.com. All right, slide down a little bit. Oops, where the hell are you? Right there. Okay, this one right here gives you the 3 simple steps. Okay, buy dividend stock before the EX date, sell, blah, blah, blah. All right, there, quick little video. If you don't like the video, there's a PDF you can download. Okay, here's another one that tells you how it's a no-risk trade. Simple. The one in the middle, those are for those few of you in the audience that want to join me and a bunch of others in a trading group where we trade live every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, between 9:15 and 10 o'clock. Okay, we do our live trading. Okay, Fridays we jump online at 3:30 so we can check how the stocks that we've done are doing. And we buy, sell, adjust, whatever, not on Friday afternoon to make sure that we're getting the best for our buck. Best for the buck. Okay. Now, once you're here at the 10minutetrader.com, slide all the way down. These are all my trades for this year. Week number 1, week number 2, week number 3, week number 4, week number 5, week number 6, week number 7, week number 8, week number 9, 10. Okay, now 11 I haven't posted yet. I'll probably post them tonight or tomorrow. But it gives you the profit and losses right here. Each and every stock that I've done so far this year. In that account, you'll see there's 2 accounts. Remember I said I have 5 accounts. I share 2 of them with you. Okay, 2 of them. Okay, this account here is all cash. This account here is margin. Okay, I do not suggest anyone gets a margin account until you understand it. And it's time to turn this off and go back to where it was because it just confuses me looking at it. I got four computer screens here and they're all the exact same. Okay, so that being said, oh, I forgot. All these here, that's all my social media. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I actually have a podcast I've been doing for the past 4 years. LinkedIn, Patreon, that's where you can join me on the live trading. TikTok, YouTube Live, and all the books I've written. Okay? That's all that stuff I've been doing. Well, anyway, where was I? Back to here. All right. AVA is next on the list. Okay, that was week number 8. Week number 8. Okay, we won't see that for quite a while. Now, Apple, I'm going to go into more detail with Apple because I do own Apple in another account. Hypothetically speaking, I'm supposed to tell you what I own when I look at it. Apple, I do own. Now, Apple is in week number 5, right here. Okay? Why do I do Apple? Well, because Apple is one of those stocks that is consistent. Okay, let's pull it up on the chart and you'll understand what I mean by consistent. Okay, look at the moves it makes. All right, over here. Up, profit taken, 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 up, profit taken. Okay, it has a consistent movement. I love consistency because it's easy to know when to get in, when to get out, and what to do. So seasonality, like we looked at this before. Look at this. There's no big ups and downs. It's all smooth transition. Okay? Smooth, tight lines. That gives me a better way of being able to judge those ups and downs. Now, I do trade Apple only because it's on Warren Buffett's list. It's not on my list, okay, because it does not have 20 years of increased dividends. Now, they do have decent dividends. Okay, let's go here. Okay, we'll put in Apple. Okay, historical prices. Come on, historical prices. Dividends only. Okay, and the maximum. Okay, see how often? All right, right there from 2012. Okay, that's only 12 years of increased dividends from Apple. Okay, 12 years increased dividends. Is that okay for you? Not really for me, but the reason why I do it because it's on Warren Buffett's list. Now, I do trade everything that's on Warren Buffett's list because he's a better trader. Plain and simple. Okay? Let's go back to our trading. All right. Back here and there we go. All right. These next ones I know, so I'm going to turn the questions back on. All right. Questions are back on. I'm going to look at these last 3. I pretty much know they're not going to be one. We'll look at ODFL. I said I'd look at it. ODFL. Old Dominion Freight. Okay, doesn't have a dividend in February, doesn't have one in January, and it has one in March on the 5th, which was last week. Okay, so no, it's not on the list this week. Gino, it's nice of you to show up. Uzi, hello, please. I want to learn how to trade, please. Well, sit back, chill, and let's do it. Okay. Okay, that's ODFL. You know what? It's a 52-cent dividend. How long have they been increasing? Let's find out. ODFL. I'm just curious. Dividends only. $40, $30, $20, $15. Okay. 2017. Okay, from 2017 to now. Chaz, how you doing this evening? Hey, Snoop, AT&T is in week number 1, so it won't be this week, it'll be next week. Lone Star, EG. Okay. What is dividends? Oh my goodness, you are new here. Okay, Journeyman, a dividend is your share of the profits that the company makes. Okay, if the company makes $3 billion this month, last year, they share the profits with you. Now, some of them do, some of them don't. Warren has sold some of his Apple position. Yes, I'm aware of that, but he still owns some. Thank you for your time. You're welcome, Chaz. I'm sure you have another one there somewhere, Chaz. You get that look of experience on you. What are stocks? G-Niles, that's not even funny. ODFL, that's a monthly. Yeah, but see, Mike, I do have trading strategies for monthlies. I just don't share them here. Hi, which one is your top 3 long-term dividends? Okay, Simon, you're new here because I definitely recognize that name. The longest I've ever held on to anything is 9 months. I've been trading for over 20 years. 20 years. The longest I've ever held on to anything was 9 months. How can I do it to learn trading online? Uzi, just sit and chill. Look at what we do. Okay, just watch. I'm here every night, 9 p.m. Just sit and watch. Okay, it's free education. Sarge, who cares about dividends if the stock price moves? Put cash in HISA. Okay, Serge. Okay, fine. I never heard of them. So if I've never heard of them, why would I put money into it? I only invest in companies that have increased their dividends consistently, have some historical performance behind them. I don't buy stuff I have no idea what it is. Almost everything I know, because I know who Coca-Cola is, I know who Pepsi is. I know Bank of America, I know Wells Fargo, I know Visa, I know MasterCard, McDonald's, I know all that stuff. High yield savings account, yeah, no thanks. Okay, because I can almost guarantee if you know of a high yield savings account that give you 50% or more, I'd be more than glad to share it with everybody. If not, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so what is the high yield savings account giving you? Are they giving you at least 20, 30, 40%? Okay, because I get safe, secure, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Listen to your lives almost every day. You are very helpful. Well, Simon, that's why I'm here. Okay, I'm going to be continuing doing this for the whole first quarter, which is what, another couple of weeks? And then I'll decide whether I want to continue doing it. Surge FX. This is Dividend Stock Channel. Hey, Ashika, you've been here before. I remember that name. Explain how you buy and sell and get weekly dividends. Okay, Jim, I don't get weekly dividends. I get weekly 1% weekly, and that's either through stock appreciation, dividend, or the premium. Okay, stock appreciation, dividend, or premium. Between the three, I look for safe, secure, predictable, consistent 1% per week. How I get that, I totally really don't care. I have 150 stocks I look at. If the numbers work, I will buy it. Sit here, chill for a little bit. I'm going to be here till 11:30, which is another hour and then 40 minutes. Just watch as they go on. Send over another wallet. Nothing transfer over but the money I put in. Well, thank you very much there, Booty Man. I have no idea what that means, but okay. All right, next on our list. ARR. I don't know who came up with that one. Who came up with ARR? ARR. Armor Residential. I can almost say no to this one. ARR, the 14th, 24 cents. That was today. Okay, so if you didn't buy it to this morning, yesterday, or the day before, you don't get the dividend. Dividend is only 24 cents. And it's a monthly, so that's a no. SMAR. SMAR. That's a monthly also. No. Last one on the list, EG. EG. No. Another monthly. Okay, so I went through everything you guys threw out at me. Only one or two of them actually looked halfway decent, but it is what it is. Now, I don't do monthlies because monthlies, the premium really bites. Let's give you a quick example. EG, Everest Group Limited. Okay, we'll put it over here. EG into the here. Okay, a year ago today, we're at 356. The bottom, we have a triple bottom at 331. Okay, what? KO? What do you think of ARCC? Hold on a second. ARCC. We'll look at that one next. What are your favorites? Another monthly of what dividends? Why is that? Hold on a second. Also, Pepe, I had Pepe coin, goes up 4,000%, can never transfer out. Why is that? Okay, Brody Man, totally couldn't help you out. I don't do coins at all. Okay, if it doesn't have dividends and it doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends, I don't look at it. It's a waste of my time. Okay, I'm at the point in my life where I no longer gamble, and cryptocurrency is gambling. Journeyman Gracie means monthly options. Yeah, we'll get into that in a second. We'll actually look at a monthly option now, so I can, hopefully solidify with some of you why I don't do it. Okay, our high of the year, 417. What do you think of NYCB? Yeah, no. That was quick. No. I looked at it this morning for a gambling thing. Nah. Wait a minute. I did buy some of that. I did. Hold on. We'll take a look at that one because I did buy some. NYCB. And I only did it because it was strictly gambling, and the premium was pretty good. EAT. EAT. All right. Hold on for a second. Let's go over this monthly so I can show you why I don't do monthlies. Okay, so right now, 30 days ago today, we're looking at the 14th. 30 days ago today, we're looking at 367. Okay, the bottom was 359.96. What you get next week? 2-for-1 covered calls plus dividends. All right, George, I have no idea what you're talking about. Uzi, what if you join me on your trade, please? How do you see and be my mentor, please? Because here I can't get all that. But Uzi, SMCI, I can say no to that one right away because I know who they are, SMCI. But I'll look at it. Uzi, just chill, relax. We're going to be here for a while. Rotation beginning. Get out of tech and get into energy. All right, thank you for that, Annie. TSM, I'm thinking no because it's a yearly. Thank you for that. OMGA, no. Okay, I'll put it down if you want me to take a look. I mean, feel included OMGA, but you're not listening to what I'm telling you. Or 20 years. Okay, two things, only two things. 20 years of increased dividends. So if you do not know whether or not the company has 20 years of increased dividends, please don't waste my time. And weekly options. That's the only two things I ask for. Weekly options and 20 years of increased dividends. Okay, if it has it, I'll take a look at it. I'll take a look at the numbers and I'll give you my opinion. How about CCI? Crystal Coast Moving Company. Interesting. CCI? I don't think so, but I'll look at CCI. Okay, so we're looking at EG. Okay, why do I don't like monthlies? SMCI. All right, I'll write it down. I already have it written down, SMCI. We're looking at it in a little bit. Okay, so the next option. Oh, wow, look at the hat. What the hell am I doing with the hat? Who? Interesting. I've never got a hat and a mustache. All right. 390. I wonder why that didn't look right. Okay, this is why I don't do the monthlies. You ready? Last price, 388. The current price, 390. The 390 is going for $8.70. Let's do some math. Okay, we all love math. Yay, put on our math hats. Okay, clear this out here. $8.70. All right, purchase price, $390. Whoops. Divided by the purchase price, $390.15. That gives us a grand total of 2.2% for 4 weeks. Okay, did you see that coming? 2.2% for 4 weeks. Because monthlies only trade the third Friday of the month. Okay, the third Friday of the month is tomorrow. So no sense doing that one. The next one is 4 weeks away. So it's 2.2% for 4 weeks. So what does that come to? That comes to 0.55. Okay, that's a little bit over 0.5% per week. That's why I don't do weeklies. The numbers just don't work, right, for me. But if you're okay with 2 to 3% per month, great. That's 24 to 36% per year. But it's harder to judge, in my opinion, it's harder to judge what a stock's going to be in 4 weeks. I find it easier to find out what it's going to do in 5 days. You know, if you think 5 days is difficult, try 4 weeks. Xbox, thanks for joining us. What do you think about O? They're a monthly. They don't have weekly options. All right, so how do you do the math? How do I do the math? All right, the profit. Okay, you take investment and you divide it by the profit. Okay, the profit is $8.70. How much is the investment? Well, it is $390. So you take the $8.70 and you divide it by the $390, and that gives you 2.2%. That sound about right? Or you can take it the other way. $390 multiplied by 0.02, 2%. Oh, draft, that looks complicated. Looks like a complicated math problem. Hello, what kind of software website are you using? This is Thinkorswim with Charles Schwab. Okay, so you can go to thinkorswim.com, download it, and just open up an account at Charles Schwab. One of the biggest trading companies there are. Appreciate your knowledge. We'll be joining your private group. Well, you are welcome to join. And if you need to find out where it is, it's right there. The 10minutetrader.com. You can link there. Eventually, I'll get the link tree working on TikTok, but I'm working on it. This is not my thing, you know. My thing is the numbers and whatnot, the trading, the marketing and the selling and all that kind of crap. I can't figure that out. What do you think about Dogecoin? I don't do cryptocurrency. I love the idea of cryptocurrency, and eventually cryptocurrency will be, how we exchange our money. Okay, but can you explain what a covered call is? All right, Jim, hold on a second. But Journeyman, I love cryptocurrency. I love the idea of it. I just don't invest in it yet because it's too much like the wild, wild west. Okay, there's no law. There's no rule. I can't go to Starbucks and buy a cup of coffee with any Dogecoin. It has to be transferred into U.S. currency. And I can't get a consistent weekly return on any of it. I have a Schwab account, but my minimum requirement to manage it went down. I have no idea what that means, Jen. But my minimum requirement to manage it went down. I like A, to buy a covered call and dividend payout. All right, George. I don't know what A is. Oh, wait a second, I do. Hold on a second. Chris Pryor. Can you make it so we can see the words and numbers, the TV behind you? Well, Chris, this here is being broadcast live on YouTube. Okay, so you can see this on your computer screen. Now, I can't have this on TikTok until I reach 10,000 followers. I think I'm at 8,000 or 7,000 something. So I need a couple more thousand followers before I can have this available here, or here, whatever. One of those things. Okay, so I need a couple more thousand followers before I can actually share it there. Let's turn you, move you over a little bit. All right, that makes sense? Is there a query you use to find weekly dividend companies? Yep. Aw, okay, gotcha, thanks, no problem. What is your YouTube channel? It's right here. See the bio? Click on my face right there, and I give you the 10minutetrader.com, which will take you to here. Okay, this is the 10minutetrader.com. Slide down a little bit, and there's all the social media. Look at that. YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, podcast, LinkedIn, Patreon, TikTok, Live, and Books by James. And here is the 3-step guide to dividend PDF. Fun stuff. Yeah, I've been doing this way too long. I still have no idea how to, make a halfway decent website. I made this thing years ago. Okay, so that's why I don't do monthlies. PRE. I'm at 86. Cool beans. There's your YouTube channel. Look at that. I'm at 86. Not bad. I'd like to get to 10,000 by the end of the month. PFA. All right, dog fan. You're a little bit late. We already looked at Pfizer. A. All right. We're going to look at A. Allegiant. A is a monthly. Sorry, dude. Okay. A is a monthly. Get out of that. Delete that. Huh. My manage account was, whoops, I gotta go back. Hold on, guys. All right, Jen, my manage account was to be maintained at a certain amount, but when the market had a downward spiral. All right, Jen, I'm sorry about that. You know, I don't want to tell you. However, from the sounds of that one little sentence, it sounds like you're relying on someone else to take care of your money. Okay, here, okay, I take care of my own money, and you know, I can't tell you what to do. Okay, I can't even suggest for you what to do because I'm not a trained professional. Okay, this is only for entertainment. Okay, this is showing you what I do, and what I do is totally different than what the normal investing strategies are. Okay, this strategy was created for my 9-year-old daughter back in 2008. Okay, it had to be simple, it had to be safe, predictable, consistent, and no possible way she could lose. Okay, now if the stocks go down, she only invests in dividend stocks companies that have increased their dividends consistently year after year after year. Now, those two main rules in that. I made a bunch of rules, but rule number one: never buy something you do not want to hold for a long period of time. Rule number two: never sell at a loss. If you have to hold it, great. It's going to give you a higher dividend every year, and you can sell options against it. So weekly options wasn't a requirement at first until we learned how to use them. Once we learned how to use them, now it's 20 years or more of increased dividends, okay, and weekly options available. All right, Uber, dog fan, no. AAL. Now, Crystal Coast Moving Company, okay, AAL. I really hope you're not just throwing stuff at me without really knowing what they are. Because preferably, I would like companies to have weekly options and at least 20 years of increased dividends. At least. That would be nice. Okay, so this one does have weekly options. And when does AAL have its dividend, or EX dividend? Not February, not March, not in January. Do they even have dividends at all? Okay, Verizon, that's not this month. It's like Verizon, VZ. Verizon is in week 2. We are in week 11. There's 13 weeks in the quarter. Okay, 13 weeks in a quarter, 4 quarters, 4 quarters in a year. We're still in the first quarter. Week 11, first quarter. We will not be looking at Verizon until second quarter, second week. Okay, which is the second week of April. So it's 4 weeks away. Okay. Jen, oh no, did I just read you right, Jen? All right, Jen, you lost about 2,000. Now, Jen, okay, rule number 1, never buy something you don't want to hold for a long period of time. Rule number 2, never sell at a loss. So I feel bad that you lost 2,000. I don't know your circumstance. I don't know how your account's set up. I don't know your parameters. I don't know anything other than what you're telling me here. You lost 2,000 and for some strange reason, whatever happened to your account. I don't know. Okay. I can't even give you advice because I don't know anything. And legally, I'm not allowed to give you advice. I just tell you what I would do. I, number 1, would never sell at a loss. Why no monthlies? All right, Druber, we just went through an example, EG, which is, I don't even know who EG is. Okay, EG. Okay, E.g., why no monthlies? This one here particular, $390. Okay, the 390 strike price is going for $8.70 per share. That's $870 per contract. That's a nice little contract. However, if you do the math, that's only 0.55% per week. It's 2.2% return because you divide your return, your $870 per contract, by the amount of money it costs to invest in that, and it comes to 2.2% for 4 weeks, because a monthly only trades once per month. Okay, so once per month, 2.2%, that's still okay, but 2.2% is only 24, 25% a year. If you're okay with 24, 25% a year, fine, do the monthlies. I don't do monthlies because I like weekly cash flow. And 1% a week comes to over 50% per year. 2% per month comes to 26% per year. Now, I didn't go to college, so I'm no scholar or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure 50% is better than 24%. I could be wrong, but everybody here has their own goals, their own wishes, their own dreams, their own starting points, their own exit points. Everybody's at a different point in life. What you want to do, if you want to do monthlies, hey, more power to you. You can get a safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 2 to 3% per month. And if you're okay with 2 or 3% per month, that's nothing wrong with that at all. Okay, I like 1% per week. Okay, now they don't want to manage it. Yeah, I understand that, Jen. I'm terribly sorry about that. What I would do, I would take personal accountability for my own money, because it's really not that difficult. Because if you take a look at what they were investing in, okay, I'll give you an example. Everybody, for some strange reason, likes SCHD. Likes SCHD. Why? I have no idea. Okay, now it is an ETF, an electronically traded fund. Okay, here's all the numbers for it. Nice, fine, and dandy. What do we have over here? A little button called holdings. Okay, so you take a look at what they are investing for you, or what they did invest for you. You put it into the Yahoo Finance, you find a lot of interesting stuff. Over here, we're going to click on this one right here, holdings. And what does this ETF have in it? Well, look at that. Broadcom, AbbVie, Merck, Home Depot, Texas Instruments, Verizon, Chevron, Amgen, Coca-Cola, Cisco. Why can't you do that yourself? It's really not that difficult. Okay, let's take a look at Coca-Cola, for instance. Put Coca-Cola right here, KO. Okay, Coca-Cola right over here. Coca-Cola pays in March. Okay, Coca-Cola has its dividend right there. Okay, you buy the stock, you collect the dividend. Okay, what I do here is I teach people. Okay, I just teach you what I do. If I was going to buy Coca-Cola, I'd find out when do they pay their dividend. And then I would buy it 2 weeks before, which would be the week of the 29th, which is in the last week of February, which I think is week 9. Yeah, week number 9, right? I would buy it, which is 2 weeks prior to the EX date, and I would take a look. Coca-Cola, KO, 2 weeks, the 29th of February. Okay, that's the 29th of February right there. Okay. It's January. She goes down, she goes up, she goes down, she goes up, she goes down. I would wait for it to go bottom again before I jump into it. Okay, that's the 28th of February. Let's go ahead let's move it ahead one day. Nice thing I like about this one day, you can just go one day at a time. The 29th, nope, I wouldn't have bought it then, because look, 2 days in the downside. Okay, 2 days. But it's still a consideration. Let's wait another day. A green day, look at that. So maybe I'll jump in. Okay, jump in, look, it went up, down, down, up. Okay, stocks have a tendency to move up before the EX day. Now, when is the EX date for Coca-Cola? The 14th of February, of March. Okay, what date is this right here? The 14th of March. So if we jumped in on the 20, what is it, the 4th? Okay, here's the 29th, we said no. The 30th, we said no. And then the 4th was an update. Okay, look, she went up. Stocks have a tendency to go up just before the EX date. Okay, I look for a safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Okay, what I would do, I'd take responsibility for my own money, see how much money I have in there, see what they invested in. Do those companies make sense? So let's go back to the list on SCHD, considering everybody likes them. Broadcom, have you ever heard of them? AVGO. It's a good company. It's been around for a while. AbbVie, another one, been around for a while. Merck, MRK, it's been around for a while. Home Depot, Dividend King. They've increased their dividends for 5 decades. That's 50 years consistently to the upside. Okay, Verizon, another company's been around. You know the name of it. Chevron, you've heard of them. They've been in business for over 100 years. Amgen, not quite 100 years, but still a good company. Coca-Cola, Cisco. Okay, you can go to almost any ETF and find out exactly what's inside of them. Or, check this out. Oh, wrong one. This one. Get out of there. I actually went to each and every ETF, the top 20 ETFs, and I extracted out all of the stocks that are in the ETFs. Okay, that's all of them, just for the month of March. Okay, look at all those green dots. Each one of those green dots represent a company. Okay, there's Key, NE, SPGI, AMCR, Dow, Goldman Sachs, QCOM, UNP, PFE, Bank of America, DuPont, HON, which is, what is HON? Oh, I don't know what HON is. Honeywell, okay, Honeywell. Interpublic Group, Kellanova, Lockheed Martin. Okay, all these companies are in the top ETFs. Okay, that's March. That's February. And that's January. Oh, look at this. Cisco, American Express, JP Morgan, MasterCard, Verizon, AT&T, Abbott Labs, AbbVie, ACN, Procter & Gamble, Caterpillar, CVS, Colgate-Palmolive. Come on, you guys know most of these. Why would you give someone else your money to handle when the information is right at your fingertips? It's really not that difficult. You find a good quality stock, okay, that has increased its dividends consistently, and you never sell it at a loss. Okay, I have no problem whatsoever buying Pfizer, Caterpillar, Lowe's, MasterCard, Visa, any one of them, hold them long term. But why hold them long term when I can get a 1% profit every week by rotating them? Okay, week number 1, I'll buy Cisco, great, or American Express, JP Morgan, and I'll get my 1%. Second week, MasterCard, Verizon, AbbVie, Abbott Labs, AT&T. Which one of those do I want to grab? Okay, fine, I'll get 1% there. Now I'm up 2% already. Week number 3, EOG, WSO, ACN, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you just pick 1 or 2 each week. Okay, now I have between 4 and 6, okay, in each account. Okay, so if it's 4, that's 25%. So if I have 100 grand, it's 25, 25, 25. Okay, if I have 50 grand, it's, oh my goodness, why can't I pick a different number? But it's up to you. You decide what is in your portfolio, because numbers don't lie. If you have 80,000 in your portfolio, maybe you want to do 4 positions at 40,000 each. Maybe you want to do 10 positions at $8,000 each. Okay, so me personally, I don't like passing off responsibility of my stuff to anyone, especially when I can do it myself. You take a look at the ETF. Take a look at what they were buying you. Take a look at those companies. Do they make sense to you? Okay? And it's really not that difficult. Okay? You go up to Yahoo Finance. All the information's right here. You have the summary. Okay? The summary will tell you what it is. Okay? Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. Okay? Then you have your charts right here. It tells you how it's moved. anyone can say, oh, this is up, that's sideways, this is down. Okay? And you can take a look at what the experts are saying. Okay, what is the expert saying for this one? Okay, the 52-week range, 67 to 79, volume 3.1 million, the average volume 3.6, net assets 53 billion, the PE ratio, blah, 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 all that kind of neat stuff. You know, all that stuff doesn't mean a whole heck of a lot of beans, you know. What I like to see is what is their consistency on increasing their dividends? How long have they been doing it? 20 years or more? Now, if they've been doing it for 20 years, more than likely they're going to do 21, 22. Now, the cream of the crop, the absolute creme de la creme are the dividend kings. Now, to be a dividend king, you have to increase your dividend consistently for 5 decades or more. Okay? There's a company called a GPC, Genuine Parts Corporation. They make aftermarket car parts. So unsexy. Windshield wiper blades, spark plugs, air filters, oil filters. I mean, come on, is that unsexy or what? But they have increased their dividends consistently for seven decades. Okay? 70 years consistently increasing their dividends to shareholders. So you buy a company like that, and every year you get higher and higher dividends. Where's the risk? Okay? Now, I go one step further. I make sure they have weekly options. So this way I can profit off of them on a weekly basis. Now I have 150 companies. 150 companies within a 3-month time frame. Why 3 months? Well, each quarter has 3 months. January, February, March. Quarter 1. April, May, June. Quarter 2. July, August, September. Quarter 3. Okay, October, November, December. Quarter 4. Now it's 150 stocks. 13 weeks. Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Get to week 13. What happens after week 13? We're back at week 1 again. Week 1, week 2, week 3. Okay? Over and over and over again. The same stocks. Quarter after quarter after quarter. Why? Because they're good quality stocks. And they pay every quarter. Okay? They increase their dividends consistently. Take responsibility for your own money. Do your own investing. Okay, it's your life. Nobody has more interest in your money than you or your ex-wife. That's one of my favorite lines. All right, let's get back to where we were. Oh, let's. Now they don't want to. Okay, anyway, I got to go back to where was I? I missed all these questions. Sorry, I was just helping Jen out. Get me on a road, and I just go off. Try American Express for analysis. Okay, why don't your daughter teach this class? I'm sure she still does it. Maybe actually my daughter doesn't do it. My children, for some strange reason, it's not really strange to me, okay? Because see, my dad offered to give me his business. He said, James, you want to take it over? I said, no, Dad, I don't. I have no interest in doing that. My children said the exact same thing. No, Dad, I have no interest in money. I want to be my own person, and I want to make my own way in life. Oh, good for you. But you're going to have to figure it out because I'm gone. You're going to be in charge of the company, and you have to figure it out. But yeah, no, my daughter doesn't do it anymore. Great job. You have 90 minutes, blah, blah, blah. Why no monthly? Druber Group, I already said why no monthlies. How about Altria? I already did that one. I'm afraid because I'm not too knowledgeable about investing techniques. Gene, Divid, it's Rocky. Okay, I know what that means. But Jen, I can't help you out with that. You know who Coca-Cola is. You know who Pepsi is. You know who Home Depot. You know who Lowe's is. You know a lot more than you think you know. Okay? DVN, BBY. Oh, there you go, BBY, Best Buy. Okay, DVN, Devon Energy. It's really not that difficult. Or you could just stick with the classics. The Dividend Kings, 50 years or more of increased dividends. The Dividend Aristocrats, 25 years of increased dividends. The Dividend Champions, 25 years of increased dividends again. All right, BBY I actually own, so let's take a look at that one. Where'd my pen go? There it is. BBY and DVN. Alrighty. DVY. No, BBY, right? DBY. All right. Best Buy, not in January, not in February. BBY, March 20th. Okay, we're here 14th, tomorrow's the 15th. So I can buy tomorrow, that day, or that day, and still qualify for the dividend. But I already own BBY. Why? Because I bought it a week ago. BBY is paying 94 cents. Okay, lovely. PXM. Hold on. What? Somebody said something. Daily. Okay, again, I'm good. ACT is 17%, way higher than BBY on yield. Oh, okay. Daily. EIC. Curious. EIC. Oh, look at this. Daily. No dividends. No options. Why would I buy something that's totally against the strategy that I am teaching? The strategy I am teaching: safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. If EIC doesn't have options, how can I put it into my roster of stocks that I'm willing to trade if it doesn't fit in the parameters? So apparently you're not listening. PXM. Can't find that symbol. Okay. Yeah, big red letters. Can't find that symbol. PXM. So that's apparently not the dividend. Okay, what were we looking at? BBY. BBY. All right. Stop scrolling on me. So when you do sell the stock, okay. So when do you sell the stock? The week after? Okay. Where do you buy these coins? No coins. Do you have a YouTube channel? Yeah, Jen, right up here. Go to the, what is that called? Click on my little face right up there in the top left corner. That takes you to my bio, and that goes right to the 10-minute trader. All right. Do you have a course? I'm working on the course, believe it or not. Covered calls only. Yes, LJ. Covered calls only, because they give me that safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Okay, now 150 stocks if you cannot pick PSX. Oh, well, we'll put that on the list. BHBN, that's a no. PHX. PSX. All right, right now we're at BBY, so let's stay on task. Where's my squirrel alert? How many days do you have to buy before the dividend? All right, to qualify for the dividend, you have to buy on or before the EX date. All right. Do you sell the stock the day after you get the dividend? No, you weren't paying attention. I got distracted too. Oh, and you can't give me a hard time anymore. Draft. All right, we're looking at BBY. Now, I actually have BBY. See, I'm required to let you know that I have BBY. All right, that being said, let's take a look at the charts for BBY. BBY. A year ago today, we were at 75.51. Okay, the bottom of the year was around, 90 days ago at 62.10. Believe it or not, I do have ADD. Yeah, I have ADD. Yes, I do. I have ADD. Whatever you want to call that damn thing. That's the last 90 days. And we have our year top, 90-day top, and 30-day top all in the same month. Okay? Now, that was on 29th of February. That was what, a couple of weeks ago? The last 30 days. Here we go. 30 days ago today, We were opened up at 73.04. Nice escalation to the top. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 days to the top. How do you work? Do you day trade? No, I don't day trade. No, I buy on Monday. Okay, between 9:15 and 10 o'clock. That's it, 9:15. Market's not even open. Okay, we have a trading group that gets together through a Zoom call, and we trade the stocks that are up for consideration for the week. 13 weeks. Okay, 13 weeks. We have week 11 this week. Now, from there, we trade and we buy. We're usually out by quarter of. Okay, the market opens at 9:30, so we're ready to price the trades at 9:30 as soon as the market opens. As soon as we see what the market maker has on his head, what's going on, we do the quick calculation and say, all right, we'll buy this one, this one, and this one. Okay, and that's it. And then the options expire on Friday. That's it. 15 minutes worth of trading on Monday, and then a half hour looking over everything on Friday. Okay, now we look every morning, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, between 9:15 and 10 o'clock. Okay, it's a little trading group we have. And to be a part of that, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right there. Okay? It's a little trading group. We just get together. That's all we do. Safe, secure, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. That is our goal. That is our focus. Okay? And if you want to see what my trades were so far this year, here we go. Check it out. Week number 1, 2.1%. Week 2, 1.3. Week 3, 0.85. I missed my 1%. 0.85. 0.85. Okay, I'll live. 0.9. Week 4. Week 5, 1%. Week 6, 1%. Week 7, 1.9. Week 8, 2. Week 9, 2.3. Week 10, 4.6. Ooh, hi, honey. Honey's here.
Does that mean I get a bonus?
No, I do not day trade. Yeah, thanks for that. Okay, so if you're familiar with any of my videos, you will hear me say, hello, this is James from Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader. 10 minutes, that's all I want to be in front of my computer. That's squirrel. All right, squirrel, here we go. That's squirrel. All right, so the high was 229, February 29th. Okay, and that was 86.11. Now from there, you got your profit taking. She dropped down, and we have a new bottom here, not a 30-day bottom, at 75 on the 6th. Went up a little bit. I decided to jump in. Now she's just basically going sideways. So where am I with BBY? Ooh, BBY is not here. Try this other account. Well, BBY is not there. Okay, so I don't have BBY. Hold on, I got one more account to look at. Nope, I don't have BBY this week. That must have been last week. All right, anyway. All right, so let's take a look at the numbers for BBY. Okay, the last trade was 77.46. Okay, the bid 76, the ask 78.72. So that's close to 79. Okay, so last trade 77.46. The ask, what I can buy it for. Do you have many losing weeks? I haven't a single losing week yet this year. Now, last year was my worst year ever. Okay, 3 major losses, 8 weeks. 8 weeks I missed my 1%. 8 weeks. So that means 49 weeks. Wait a minute, 8 weeks. It's 44. All right, yeah, 44 weeks. So 44 weeks I did make it over 1% last year. But the year before that, I had 49 weeks all over 1%. Missed 3 in 21. Wait a minute, 22 was I missed 3. 23 I missed 8. And I had 3 losses. Do you buy, sell all your positions every week? Yes, 98% of my money is invested at all times. How much do I need to start You only need like $50 to get started, but you can't expect to get big returns with a smaller account. Okay. Now my grandson, I manage his account, and his account is, below 20,000 at this point. Alrighty. So BBY doesn't make it this week. Okay. The last, to buy it tomorrow, 78.72, which means the closest strike price would be the 79. And the 79 is only 50 cents. And that, my friends, is not even close to 1%. So that is a no. No to BBY. DVN. Let's quickly go into DVN. What's this? Because I know DVN is on the list. DVN. A 48.27, so it'll be the 48.50s, and that's not even 1%. Okay. Okay. DVN. Okay. DVN. The last traded price was 47.86. 47.91 by 48.27. The closest strike price would be 48.50. Okay, 48.50 right here. 44 cents. Not 1%. It's close to 1%, but not quite. All right, so that's one of those ones. Yeah, do I do it? Do I not do it? Okay, PSX. PSX. Phillips 66. 154.65. 155. Whoa, did you see that? Okay. Last trade, 154.38. 154.65. The closest one would be the 155s. The 155s, 205. That does meet that. So let's find out a few other things. When is the dividend date? PSX. Not this month. February. The third week in February. That's week number 7. So PSX is not on the list. Sorry. But in case you did want to do it, because I like that number was nice, let's take a look at the chart just to see if it's worth it to do it. Because every once in a while, I will buy something that doesn't have its dividend come up if the numbers work. Okay, so we saw the numbers for the return, okay, over here. Okay, so we were looking at over 1%. So you constantly buy different stocks to get the dividends daily. No, I just do it once a week. Interesting. I've been researching PSX. Okay. Well, let's take a look at the charts. Now, very first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull up the 1-year chart. Now, all right, Draft, you kind of spoiled my my presentation. PSX. Okay, as soon as I hit the enter button, see how long it takes for you to see the high, the low. Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? You ready? Okay, it should take you not even 2 seconds. High, low, where was it? Where is it? Okay, it's at an all-time high for the year. So that's a definite no. Not a problem. So you buy B cones. I have no what B cones is. Jupsed. I have no what that means. 23. Thinkorswim approved me for options. I have 800 or 8,000. iShare. Cool beans. iShare. You're new here. I don't know what your experience level is, but I suggest you take your time. Paper trade first. I've been trading for over 20 years, and I still paper trade because I always want to make sure I don't press the wrong button. And I did press the wrong button this week. How do we learn what you're doing? Well, sit back, chill, relax, watch what you're doing. Watch what I'm doing. Now, I also have trading classes, which I haven't quite gotten done yet. Now, I'm new at all this stuff, so I am working on a study course. Of course, take you from 0 to where you need to be. Doesn't the stock depreciate to reflect the dividends EX date? EX dividend? Mr. Leftwall, you're absolutely 100% correct. I'm not looking for the dividend. The dividend is kind of like the cherry on top, the icing on the cake, the plan B. Okay, I like to get in 2 weeks before the EX date. What do you paper trade? I paper trade almost everything. I have a bunch of different strategies I do. Okay, do you reinvest the dividends? I cash them out. I mean, okay, I have no idea what that means. Who is this? What do you think about these? Nope, no, and no. Paper trade, depreciate. Okay, I'm answering Mr. Left Wall. Okay, now, Mr. Left Wall, you're 100% correct. The stock does go down in equal amounts to the dividend when it's paid out. You're right. However, let's do an example real quick. PSX, which is Phillips 66. Okay, the EX date right here, the 16th. Okay, 16th of February. Now, I like to buy 2 weeks before the EX date. Okay, that would have been in week number 5 for the year. Okay, week number 5, which is the last week of January, first week of February. So let's go back just for the fun of it. Okay, and we'll look at what did PSX look like on the end of February. Just for the fun of it. See, right there. Okay, so beginning of December, she goes up, down, up, down, right here. Now, do I want to jump into it right there? Let me get in and zoom in a little bit closer. Oops, what the heck was that? I said the end of February, right? Okay, there's the end of February right there. So look at the last 30 days, or look at the last 30 days, end of January right there. Okay, so that's 30 days. The end of January to the end of February. Okay, shooting up a little bit, came down, went up. Look, 2 days down. I personally do not want to get in with 2 days down. Okay, this is February 28th. Now, if I was going to buy PSX, I would buy it in the week of the 28th, which would be right here. But that's 2 days down. I wouldn't have bought it. What happens the very next day? I like 2 days to the upside. There we go. That's my cue to jump in. Because number one, it's PSX, okay, it's Phillips. Okay, I'm buying it 2 weeks before the EX date. The EX date we already talked about was right there on the 16th, the 28th, okay, the 29th, 30th of January. Okay, this chart we're showing right now, whoops, the 29th of January right there, the 30th of January, the 1st of March. Those two is my cue to get in. So if I jump in here at the opening, which was 143, okay, what does it do? Oh, look, it goes up. Stocks have a tendency to go up before the EX date. Now, I have found that 2 weeks before the EX date, they have a tendency to go up. So if I buy it in the first week of week number 5, which is the week of the 28th, 29th, 30th, so on, so forth, and I sell somebody the right to buy it from me for the exact same price I paid for it, I will collect a premium. And that premium is usually 1% or higher. Oftentimes it's 1.5%, sometimes 2%. Okay, I've collected premiums all the way up to 5% for a 1 week period. Okay, so I only use the dividend to give me an idea of when to jump in. The stocks only move for 2 reasons and 2 reasons only. A known reason and an unknown reason. A known reason is a dividend, is a stock split, is earnings report, is seasonality. And what do I mean by seasonality? Well, Weight Watchers goes up in the first week of January. That's self-evident. Hershey's goes up in the first week of February. Well, that's self-evident also. Apple goes up in the 4th quarter every year. Okay, certain stocks move predictably based on the calendar. A lot of oil stocks go up in late February, early March. Why? Well, people don't buy oil. Well, people buy oil all year round, but people turn their heaters on at the same time. Okay, they turn them on usually November, December. What happens in January? The tanks are usually empty. So what happens when the tanks are empty? They stop buying oil. So they all buy at the same time in the winter, but they don't all buy at the same time after the winter. Okay, so you want to make sure your tank is full going into the winter. So you can buy from April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Okay, any of those times. But you turn your heater on in December. Everyone turns their heater on in December. What happens by February? You're low on oil and you're going to buy more. That's why oil stocks go up in March. Okay, it's all predictable, and that's seasonality. So you can plan for that. What you can't plan for was when Exxon Valdez hit the what do you call it? The shore up in the Alaska Panhandle, whatever that was, or when British Petroleum popped a gasket in the Gulf of Mexico. Okay, or an earthquake swallows up a manufacturing company, or a lawsuit comes up. Certain things you cannot plan for. Those are unknown events. Unknown event, known events. 2 reasons. That's it. All right. So if you can plan on a known event that has a consistency to continuously be correct, which is dividends coming into the dividend 2 weeks before the EX date, they have a tendency to move up. Great, fine. So now I had to come up with a strategy. Buy 2 weeks before the EX date, sell someone, buy the stock, sell it to someone else, sell someone the rights to buy it from me for the exact same price using a covered call. One of the safest trading strategies there is. The covered call is one of the safest strategies. If I buy it for 154, I sell someone the rights to buy it from me for 154. I'm not on any money. I bought it for 154. I sold it for 154. My profit is in the premium. And what is the premium? Well, at this moment in time, Phillips Petroleum is at 154. The 155s are selling for $2 a share. Now, where I went to school, $2 a share is more than 1% of 155. There you have it. I don't know if that explained anything, but it is what it is. Okay, so let me go back to all these questions I missed. Yes, John, I continue to paper trade. Do you reinvest your dividends or cash them out? I do both. I missed all these questions. Wow, I missed a lot of questions. Sorry, guys, I missed a lot of questions. I have to go review them. Thanks, bought puts on Meta. Well, I can't help you out with that one. I have 100 NYCB stocks by I don't know how to sell a covered call. Oh, well, iShare. I really can't help you out with that other than I don't know what trading strategy and what trading platform you use. But here on Thinkorswim, you put your stock symbol in here, okay? And it gives you the last trade, the bid, the ask, how many shares, the volume, what was the open, what was the close, what was the open, what was the high of the day, what was the low of the day. Just underneath that, you have what is called the option chain. The option chain opens up this huge mess. All right, so let's get out of that. So here we go. 15 March 24. That's tomorrow. The next one down, 22 March 24. That's a week ago. I mean, that's a week from tomorrow. 28 March 24. That's 2 weeks away. 2 weeks away. 5 April 24. So on and so forth, all the way down the line. You pick which one you want to sell. Me personally, I like to go a week out because I like to get a weekly cash flow. So no sense doing this one, right? Because that's tomorrow. 22 March 24. That's next Friday. Okay, so here on Thinkorswim, I open that up. Okay, and you said you have NYCB. NYCB. Okay. New York Community Bank. Okay, so NYCB at this moment in time. Okay, I don't know what you bought it for, so I can't help you out with that. But at this moment in time, I can buy it at 381. 381. The closest one would be the 4, and that's only going for 5 cents. But here's the thing, 5 cents is more than 1% of 4. So if I sold the 4 strike price, I would collect 4 cents per share. But you only have 100 shares, so that's only $4. You might not even be able to cover your commissions with that. Okay? But you would also collect the difference between the 381 and the 4 if it's above 4 on Friday. Okay, so when I say it's all about the numbers, okay, you're doing a $3 stock, $3.50 stock, okay? The commissions alone are going to kill you. All right, but if you're trying to play it safe, I understand that. Okay, and it's always nice to lead off with a win. I mean, I understand that also. But 100 shares of NYCB, it's not earth-shaking. It's not something you can live off, but it is something to get you started. Now, you're new here, but you're not that new because I have seen you here a couple of times. So it's a good, safe trade. Okay, eventually you're going to have to sell it. Okay, I have no idea what you paid for it. Okay, and I have no idea what you're willing to do. Okay, but you have to take a look at the numbers. What did I buy it for? What can I sell it for? If I sell the covered call for someone to buy it from me, you're only selling one. Okay, because you have 100 shares. That's one contract, and one contract at this moment is 5 cents per share, and 5 cents per share is only $5. Okay, but it is more than 1% return for the week. But you always have to worry about your cost of doing business. Okay, now when you're doing this type trading for a business or an enterprise, whatever, you have cost of doing business. There's the electricity for your computer, your cell phone, whatever. There's your internet service. Okay, that is your phone service if you use a cell phone. There's your brokerage fees. There is whatever other fees that you have, like say you have a mentor that you pay on a monthly basis, or you have you belong to some kind of a group. That's a cost of doing business. Commissions are cost of doing business. Okay, when I say it's all about the numbers, you have to factor everything in. Okay, when I do with a $3 stock, number one, I probably wouldn't do it because the options are so small, the numbers are so small, it's not cost effective. But as a starting point, yeah, I understand it. Okay, let me go look at some more, and I applaud you for getting started, and you're on the safe side. I applaud you for that also. But you have to work. You have to really consider all the numbers, and it's not just what you buy it for, what you sell it for. It's the commissions also. Okay, let's go up. What are you thinking about B&B forecast for the next week? What is a good price for buying B&B? I don't know what B&B is. What is B&B? BlackRock liquidated. Yeah, I don't do that one. Sorry. Sure, what platform do you use? Jen, how you doing? Wimmy. All right, we'll have to take on that one. But Altria outright recently at $39.65. It's up 11.5% rather than simply sell a profit. I wanted to. So, okay. Secretariat, I can't help you out with that one because you're doing something that I don't do here. Now, I do have a bunch of different trading strategies, and it's great if you want to. You're into it at $39.65, and it's up 11%. I'm gonna let you know it's not a profit until you take it. It looks good on paper, but if you can't spend paper. Okay, you have to actually exchange that 11% into something. Okay, following. Secretariat. Shouldn't I sell a call to maximize profit despite maybe being called to max profit? All right, Secretariat, I'd have to look at all the details because here, unfortunately, they don't give you enough room to give the whole explanation. Okay, there's a lot of things to take into consideration. When did you buy it? What And did you sell an option against it? It's up 11%, 11.7%. Okay, if it's up that much and you haven't sold an option against it, me personally, I would think of selling it, just capturing the profit. Because profit is profit no matter which way you look at it. Well, it's capital appreciation, stock going up. Well, it's the option premium that you collect. That's more than 1%. Hey, great. Okay, if it's the premium and the dividend, hey, that's great too. Okay, but I rotate. Okay, I buy, grab the profit, and move on to the next one because they only have the dividend coming up once per quarter. Okay, there's 150 stocks. That's 10 stocks per week paying a dividend. So I got to pick out which ones are best suited to earn that 1%, safe, secure, predictable, and consistent. Okay, but I don't know all the details of your trade, so I really can't tell you anything. Shouldn't I call the maximum profit despite maybe I could be called to the next profit? I have no idea what that means. I share what dividend calendar you use. Dividend calendars are all the same. But what I use is part of Thinkorswim, which is part of Charles Schwab. John, KSS, which is Kohl's. We'll take. Did we ever look at Kohl's already? No, we didn't. Holy cow. It's 11:21. I'm going to look at one more and that'll be it. KSS, because I actually own Kohl's. If trend good, buy stock 2 weeks before EX. Cool. Sell at 1% dividend is a bonus. If it goes down, hold. Kinda. Okay. You sell. All right. You kind of have that right. So you're going to buy a good quality stock. You forgot that part. Good quality stock. Okay. That pays dividends and increases the dividends. That's key. It has to be a good quality stock that continuously increases the dividends. That's number one. Number two, buy 2 weeks before the EX date. You got that part right. Then you want to sell the strike price closest to the price you paid for it. That's when the premium's usually the highest. Okay, and usually just a week out. Okay, you want to buy on a Monday. I usually buy on a Monday, and I sell the option on Monday that expires on Friday. So I'm usually back out by Friday. EX date, correct. Secretariat, I want to sell it now, so why not collect a call premium now as my cherry on top? Hey, that could work. Secretariat, however you look at it, profit is profit. Okay, and nobody ever went broke taking profits. These questions, all right. What are you thinking about BNB forecast for that? I have no idea who BNB is. I looked them up, couldn't find it. Do they drop the next day after the EX date? Stocks usually have a tendency to drop after the EX date. That's why I buy 2 weeks before the EX date. I want to grab my 1% profit and then hopefully skip over it and go to the next one. Thanks. I bought puts on YM, okay, based on the Black Schwab prediction. Okay, that's interesting. Never heard of that. Do you have software that shows a historical seasonality of these dividend stocks? Unfortunately, I don't. That'd be interesting if someone knew how to do that. What are you thinking about? You keep asking that same question, dude. Okay, nothing there. What do you... I missed all those questions. We're at almost 11:30 anyway. Thoughts on Shiba, Virginia? Nope. Okay, where are we? Live. Live. Okay, nope. The Schwab charge for selling calls. Yes, they do. Verizon, that's no. We did the real last night. That was a no. Verizon, that's a couple of weeks. NYCB could be in jeopardy. That's correct. All right. Journeyman. So if you don't day trade and paper trade, then what is it? Sorry, I'm a rookie. Okay, wait a second. Day trading is trading every day. Okay, morning from 9:30 to 4. They sit in front of your computer and you look for patterns in order to buy and sell. That's day trading. Okay, I don't do that. Paper trading is where you take an account and you come up with a strategy. This basically is a strategy. Okay, you take decent stocks, you buy them before the EX date on Monday. sell the covered call on Monday that expires on Friday to see if you're correct. Or there are other trading strategies. There's buy and hold strategies. There's calendar spreads. There's iron condor spreads. There's vertical spreads. There are four corner spreads. There's so many different kinds of trades that are probably out there that you can practice without actually losing any money. That's paper trading. Okay, I continue to do that because I want to test different ideas and different theories without losing any money. Okay, I have 5 different accounts. I share 2 of them with you guys. Okay, and no, I don't day trade. Do you teach buck hunt? Yes, I do. Oops. SCMI. All right, we're done with looking at stocks. Speaking of options, yeah. Rio, we looked at that one already. Although past a week ago. Okay. What is a high-paying dividend stock? I really couldn't tell you. I don't look at it that way. HESM is next month. All right, we're at 11:30. I usually quit at 11:30. I'm just seeing if there's any more questions here. Hess Midstream Partners, nope. Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree is going down. Yep, Dollar Tree is on my list, but not for this week. Jerry, how often are you forced to buy stock? I'm not forced to buy anything. Okay, I buy stocks every Monday or Tuesday if Monday's a holiday. Covered call and spectrum rectifier and sphinctifier. Okay, I have no idea what that means. Everything is red today. Okay. Thank you, sir, and you have a good night. Alrighty, that works for me also. Good night, James. Talk to you tomorrow. Thanks for everything. Hey, Jen, we'll see you not tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow's Friday, so we're going live tomorrow at 3:30. Is your VP Patron the best way to learn? To be totally honest with you, Ryan, no. Your best way to learn is just sit here and watch. When you're ready to get serious about your trading, yeah, I would suggest you paper trade for a while first and then figure it out. But yeah, if you want to use the VIP Patron, we can walk you through it. But I suggest you DM me with your phone number and we can talk first before you do that. Okay, DM me with your number if you're serious, and we'll talk about it. Why reinvest in dividends? Well, because your nest egg can grow. What's on the list for Monday? We talk about that on Sunday. What's a call option? Explain. A call option? Ooh, that's interesting. All right. If I buy a stock, let's say Phillips Petroleum, okay, I can sell my rights to that stock to someone else using what is a covered call. A call option is just an option that gives the buyer the right but not the obligation to buy a stock at a certain price by a certain date. I'll give you an example. Let's say hypothetically you have a car sitting in your driveway that you want to sell. Slap a price tag on it for $1,000. Now you want to sell it for $1,000. Tom comes by and says, hey, I like your car. Let me give you $100 to hold it to me till Friday. If I come back on Friday, I'll give you $1,000. If I don't come back on Friday, you keep the $100 and then you can sell it again on Monday, the following Monday. Kind of the same thing. If the guy shows up on Friday, buys the car for $1,000, you got $1,000 for the car and $100 option premium call option. It's a covered call. It's called covered because you have to buy the stocks first before you can sell somebody the rights to buy it from you using a covered call. Do you sell iShare? I sell covered calls. Okay, I don't sell options because I have to have a stock to go with the options. Now I could sell the option. That is called naked option selling. That is very risky. I am approved for doing that, but I don't do that because it's risky. Now I'm at that point in my life where I want safe, secure, predictable, and consistent income. Okay, I hope that answered that question. Subscription goal. Okay, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Yay! Oh, that kind of nice. Okay, so we're done with questions. All right, looks like we're done with questions. Woohoo! All right, 11:30. I'm going to call it a night. You guys have a great day. Shut this off here.